used to like this one. You kind of push out quite far from the pole.
Adult entertainment has thrived in Edinburgh for decades. But as council plans to shut down the city's strip clubs, dancers say it'll be financially devastating.
It's potentially pretty disastrous because it makes up a lot of my income. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know where I'd be without it at the moment. As a parent, I mean, I just find it really flexible and, you know, there's the potential for it to be well paid. So it ticks a lot of boxes for me as a parent.
I'm very disappointed.
This is the moment the City of Edinburgh Council voted to ban all strip clubs from April 2023.
So that amendment by Councillor Griffiths has been carried.
But 3 clubs and the union are now challenging the council's decision at a judicial review. Behind the council's decision and the subsequent judicial review challenge, there's a feminist debate going on. On one side, the women who believe it should be their choice to work in sexual entertainment venues, and on the other, those who believe the best way to prevent violence against women is to ban strip clubs altogether.
When I was a young councillor in the 90s, I supported the licensing of saunas, which were then used as brothels.
A drug and HIV crisis in the early 90s meant Susan Delgetti voted for regulation as a public health issue.
I have changed my mind since then. As a feminist, I think that men paying us for sexual favours is the worst kind of exploitation of our bodies, and it is the epitome of the patriarchy.
But many argue closing strip clubs could pressure women into riskier work.
Shutting down a legal, regulated place of work for dancers who are primarily women would force them to work in more dangerous conditions, especially during a cost of living crisis. Sex workers and strippers are not to be blamed for exploitation and sexual violence.
For dancers like Sasha, it's about autonomy.
I think that is our right to choose that. And I don't think it's right for feminists to tell women what they should and shouldn't be doing with their bodies.
But with the judicial review decision expected to take several weeks, showtime could be over for Edinburgh's strip clubs, its employees, and those who make their living on the stage. Jayson, Mansaray, Sky News.